Make deals, not war! So saith Swindle as we return to Transformers Fall of Cybertron. In
Death
Chapter
from
6.
above. Deep striking. Brothers, we strike with ferocity.
Don't you mean our Energon Starscream?
Oh, okay.
Of course.
That's a new joke. That's a new joke.
That idiot's shockwave allowed the Autobots to steal every last drop. Luckily, I have devised a plan to steal it back.
You mean
Of course.
What is with those stupid poses all over the place, Starscream?
Combaticons, listen up. We need to divert the transport off the main road and into a sky ambush led by Starscream. We will accomplish this by destroying the bridge in this sector. Swindle, I want you to patrol the area to deal with any Autobot scouts who would give us away.
You bet.
Blast off, Vortex. You'll need to clear a shortcut through this canyon to the bridge.
Sounds simple enough.
Brawl will follow in a dropship and blast the supports to bring the bridge down. I like blasted stuff. Once the transport changes course, we will join Starscream's ambush and reclaim what's ours. Remember, we have limited time and energon to pull this off. Make it happen.
Yes, make it happen, Combaticons.
Well, I'm inspired. Let's hit it, Vortex. After you, blast off. Blast off. Where'd you go?
Oh, hey,
So,
it's
yeah.
smooth transition.
Yeah. We can now get to play as the Jetacopter. Does this count as a triple changer?
No. No, yes. 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 No.
Your mind already. Yeah, we're now playing as Vortex. Because helicopters are,
Wait, aren't they all triple changers already?
in essence, I mean, if you consider,
No, quadruple changers.
pardon,
Because they can turn into an arm or a foot. Wait, can they?
they've only ever demonstrated one combination in this game and Dark Spark, and ever in any media aside from Robots in Disguise. The 2001 version of Robots in Disguise. I can't believe I actually have to say that these days. Thank you, fucking Hasbro, for recycling that name for a show. It wasn't bad enough that you tried to recycle it for the name of the toy line for the Prime toys. Then you follow up that line with Robots in Disguise. It's like, are they even trying anymore? Have they really run out of ideas?
Stop right there.
I'm pretty sure they ran out of ideas back with Generation 1.
Vortex, use your shockwave now!
Okay, that ability relates to Vortex. Was it?
Blast off.
Sure, let's go with that. It's not like he has a whirlwind attack.
We're running out of time. Get to that bridge.
Actually, no, wait a minute. There were whirlwind attacks in the previous game that he could have used. Where you just spin in place.
Yep.
To bring that bridge down before the transport can...
That would have been more fitting to him, but I guess shockwaves are more practical. It is nice to be playing as a flying transformer for once, though, because they're kind of a rare commodity as playable characters in these stupid games.
Yeah, I was beginning to wonder why you were digging around there.
I honestly, well, sometimes I just don't want to turn into a helicopter because helicopter is bigger target. well, more likely to be hit target anyway. It's like when I'm on the ground, I'm only being hit from one direction. When I'm in the air, I'm being hit from every single direction.
Didn't stop Hellbender. Or any fine game that I could have mentioned.
Yeah, well,
like that.
Hellbender's AI, their aiming is shit.
Not much more shit.
No, these guys will hit you. They will always hit you. In Hellbender, whether or not they hit you depended on whether or not they could actually have the forethought of mind to actually fire at you. These guys actually fire at you relentlessly and accurately.
Sure.
With some degree of error, depending on whether or not you're a rock fighter. If you're a machine gunner, you're more likely to get hit. More likely to get a hit on a flying enemy for some reason. Here's a fun little weapon that I barely use much.
Ow!
And actually came as an accessory, one of the actual weapons in the game that came as an accessory to another figure. Kickback, I think it was. The Gear Shredder. Fires pizzas. Very, very thinly sliced pizzas.
Transport is equipped with heavy anti-aircraft guns. Hear that, Starscream? Do not.
No, I was gonna say it was similar to something from Dead Space. I can't remember what the weapon from Dead Space is. Something better, obviously, but...
Well, I would have thought Dead Space 2. Actually, that is what I kind of thought the first time I used the weapon, but I decided to go for the Power Pizza reference, since that's something that's Transformer-centric, if you don't remember. I'm the only one who remembers that reference.
No. I'm just trying to think of something that people might actually otherwise know, but I don't remember anyway, so it doesn't matter.
We're in position.
Oh, two textures.
Rob, get your main guns online. Guns
That is
are
a
online,
stupid alt mode.
ready to pounce on metal.
What's the point of turning into that when he just turns into a tank anyway?
Nothing happened.
Bugger if I know. I mean, there's the difference between a grounded tank and a floating tank, but that's your fault for being a hover tank.
Spotted the shielding controls, but they're guarded by Autobots. You want me to shell them? I got this.
It would have been nice if you actually said, hey, why not give me a hand, Brawl? You have the heavy firepower here.
Nice open
Although
environment.
Lord knows that if we did that and allowed for it, by the time it came to knocking down the damn thing, he'll say, I'm out of bullets! So I don't know. Granted, there are plenty of ammo pickups just lying around.
Ow. Okay, it did a flip. That's great. Nice physics.
I do like this. When I can do stuff like this as a helicopter, though, with the bomb dropping like that, it is very nice.
Without this, gun's just a big stick.
Kind of wish helicopter controls were that simple in some other
Just
games.
making a button. Shields down. Light it up, Brawl. Clear, Vortex. One broken bridge coming up.
Structural integrity compromised. Shifting balance for additional support.
Can never be that fucking simple, can it?
Well, you know, these are ancient Cybertronian architects we're talking about here. They must have had more forethought than Cummins.
To have a bridge that transforms to make up for a loss of integrity in one of its struts,
Yeah, I mean,
as well as having shielding over every single strut.
yeah.
You about done, Vortex? I wanna blast those supports already. Yeah, kinda busy here, Brawl.
Everything goes flying.
I'm fine. Yeah,
Except
you know
for the
what?
smaller
What kind of
things.
gets me in this game is that, like, Vortex really is the only flyer, the only helicopter flyer in this game. He's the only character whose flight mode has helicopter-ness. So it's just like, what's the point? All characters who have a flight mode have a hover mode without needing to be a helicopter. So why is Vortex such an outstanding force in this regard?
Because he's Vortex and he's a hell. Fucking. Why does he have a jet mode? That's a bit. That's.
That's a bigger question. Because gameplay mechanics, I don't know.
Because it'd be too fucking slow.
Second shield is disabled. Let's bring this bridge down. Incoming!
Well, you know, you can't. You could just level design to accommodate it.
Structural integrity.
Ah,
Logistic
wait, we
controls.
died.
That was great. Game design stuff.
Physics.
Oh, you're still here. Bye.
They don't make them like this anymore. What now?
The only thing holding it up is that central support. Get up there, Vortex.
I mean, you saw the central support earlier, and hang on a second. Why would? What were you expecting? Why didn't you just do the central support first?
Onslaught. The transport is nearly at the bridge.
Why not just blow up the bridge
Destroying it.
from the top side of... I don't know.
This leader is growing impatient. Roger that, Onslaught. Brawl, I don't see a control panel or even an access panel to get inside.
I'm tired of this scrap. Get out of the way, Vortex. I'll make you an entrance.
Brawl, why didn't you just do that to begin with?
Stop jabbering.
Good question. I don't know. Just like, do you guys have the brains? Well, Combaticons. I think the only person on the Combaticon team with any brains is Onslaught.
Well, it does make it hard to
Well, that's
see.
Swindle.
Vortex,
He doesn't have brains. Do you remember Swindle? The guy who tried to con Galvatron and thought he could get away with it?
Well, there's that.
I am so out of here.
And then what the fuck
Yeah,
did Swindle do in IDW?
About as much as you expect. And he's still doing it.
Was he the one? Was he the one who freaking gave Cybertronian weapons to humans?
Yeah, he's basically the reason
Vortex, the transport has reached the
humans have Cybertronian weapons.
port.
Sold them off to people within the U.S. military. Spike specifically. And this is the same Spike who went out of his way to blow Scrapper's head off. Somehow smashed Scrapper's head off with his own two bare hands. That stupid excuse of a comic that has basically caused more havoc with the overall occurrences in the IDW universe than you can ever begin to imagine. The death of Scrapper is the cause of long ongoing hell.
True that.
Now, there are a lot of problems that came up in the IDW universe, but I think Scrapper's death, Spike Witwicky killing Scrapper, has been the open-ended cause of so many things. Such as always trying to find a replacement for Scrapper so that we're always going to have a Devastator. Like, say, Prowl! Or nowadays, how about Scoop? Kind of look like Scrapper anyway, right?
Yes. And oh.
Nuts and bolts. This looks like trouble.
Looks like.
Kind of looks like Broadside. Kind of. You know, he's just a generic Titan moot. Well, generic in the sense that we're going to be fighting multiple of this particular kind of guy.
Good aim.
It does make you wonder where the actual triple changes would have fit into this game had they made them. Because they did design a Springer. Ow! Okay, will you assholes quit shooting me? You're all gonna die in a few seconds.
Combaticons, the charges are set.
It's also kind of irritating how, of all the Combaticons and their weird color schemes through the game, Vortex never, at any point, ever got anything remotely close to his G1 color scheme for any of his releases. It's just like, here he's gold and red, and then his toy was all purple and red. Yoo-hoo! Star Wars reference is obvious. And then, I don't know. What a way to end this part.